Okay. So this is gonna be a live where I talk about like my life, my music career, everything, just like how I feel about everyone that supports me and stuff. So let's get straight into it, okay? So I'm gonna go down every single song I've posted on my YouTube, everything that I do, hobbies, stuff like that, and how I got into the music world. So I'm on my TV right now, so I'm looking at my music real quick. Okay, so the first song that I ever made was I'm gonna go and try to go in order. Try to. If I'm not in order, I'll just go from actually my playlist. So the first song on my playlist is Diamonds. Now, Diamonds was my original longest song I had ever on my first SoundCloud account, which was Instinct, when I was just called Instinct. Now I'm LAO Instinct. We're gonna go over some quick little details real quick. So Instinct, how I got my name Instinct, LAO Instinct, was from Goku. He has a form called Ultra Instinct, and I just took the Ultra and got Instinct. Put a money sign in it because my friend Osnap, best friend, I love him so much, and he kind of got me how to start making me into getting me into music. So I love Osnap. If you're watching this, Osnap, I love you, bro. Anyways, how I got LAO, and I just put a money sign because he has a money sign. It's AW money sign NAP. That's how you spell his name. So I just took a money sign. He told me to put one in. I was like, all right, bet I got that. I was going Instinct for a little bit. I was like, man, this doesn't flow right. Like, what if I'm famous one day and someone goes like, hey, Instinct? Like, that doesn't flow. So I was like, I need to think of something that will bring like flow good. So I was like, I was thinking of NLE Choppa or like stuff like that. NLE Choppa has NLE. So people can be like, yo, NLE. So I was like, I want to do something kind of like that, but I can't do NLE because that's like, that's stupid. So I took LAO. LAO is my kind of like full name. So I'm Lucas, you know, Lucas Ogden, but I'm not gonna say my middle name for reasons of anything. But LAO is first, middle, and last name. That's where my initials come from. LAO. So that's where my LAO part comes in. And stuff like that. And LAO has like a certain unique voice. So I don't know if people listen to me, but LAO and Instinct are two different type of things. So Instinct's like me now, like in how I sound right now. LAO, I'll see if I can do it though. LAO's like the crazy voice I do, like bitch, I'm wearing all red, like that type of voice. So and like all green and stuff. My songs that I have LAO in is like all green. Um, what other songs do I have? Hit the Road Jack Part Two. What other songs? I don't know what other songs off the top of my head right now, but we're gonna get into songs now. So Diamonds was made, my last song I think made on my first SoundCloud account. I think it was. Now Diamonds was a really cool project. How I made it with White Rhino, Space Boy, and Osnap. Now what I used to do, I would used to make every day, make a song with White Rhino and Space Boy in their room. We just make music. I will show you my piece of equipment I have that I use stuff on. So I will never get rid of this even if it breaks. This is the mic I make music on, surprisingly. This Turtle Beach headset, this is the mic I make music on. I just wear it like this, plug it into my phone, go on a band lab and just make music. That's how I do it. So this is the mic I use for quality. Honestly, it's really freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I thought I had headset. I was like, no way I have headset from that far. But it's how I make music. But Diamonds was me, White Rhino, and Space Boy in the room making music like that. Now Diamonds wasn't originally supposed to have Osnap on it, but it needed a lot of editing, and I was kind of like new to it, so I didn't know how to edit or do anything of this stuff. So I had Osnap him, and he was like, "Can I hop on?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." So Diamonds probably took like a day to make with all the editing because Osnap had BandLab Premium, so he had like a bunch of cool effects and stuff he could put in the song, and that's where you hear a lot of the stuff in Diamonds. So that's how we got Diamonds done. Next song, Freddy vs. Jason. This was fun to make. So me and Osnap, I went to Osnap's crib, and he was like, "Yo, what you trying to do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm trying to make a song, bro." He's like, "All right, you want to smoke real quick?" So we start smoking. We load up a bowl, we smoke it, and then we just made Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, it was kind of like we were high, so we didn't know what the hell to do. So I was just writing lyrics while I was listening to him. I was like, "Oh yeah, yep, that seems good." And I just like, "All right, look, does this look good?" He's like, "Yeah, that looks pretty good." So I started saying it, and my apologies to Ostep. I thought he was mad at me. He was never mad at me when I made this song. I didn't know how to say the mic because he had like an actual microphone, so I didn't like know how to use it honestly that well. Because I'm used to using this, so I'm just used to having it on my head. But he had like a mic you hold up and like you're talking to it like that. So I couldn't like the P's whenever I went put him in a trunk and then we take him. That was the hardest line to get down because he was trying to explain while high as hell to my high as hell ass how to use the mic and not do the P's like that. Because he had no sock, no like thing to cover like the in the sounds. So it took a while on editing to get the put him in a trunk and then we take him because literally he was like, go put him in a trunk and then we take him. Do the put him quieter. I'm like, alright, bet. Put him in a trunk and then we take him. It was so funny how it happened. But I was high as hell, so I had a great time making that song. I don't know if he did. He doesn't really like it. If anyone's watching this live, anyone watches it. Little secret: me and Osnap are remaking Freddy vs. Jason. Just heads up. I mean, it might happen. No, I'm kidding. It's gonna happen. For sure, it's gonna happen. Okay, Rick and Morty. Now, Rick and Morty was a really cool song because we made it, or Osnap. This was actually one of Osnap's old songs, like pretty old. I didn't mean to play it. Rick and Morty's pretty old, so he just invited me to the collaboration. I was like, alright, bet I'll hop on. I'll go crazy on it. Honestly, I was ass back then, so I didn't go crazy on it. I just like to have that motivation. Like, damn, I'll go crazy on this. Even though I didn't go crazy looking back at it, I'm like, ass back then. Ooh, I was ass back then. So, yeah, that's how Rick and Morty was made. Next one, Real Shit. Now, Real Shit was made, same thing. Austin made this song. The next day, he was like, yo, I have a song, you want to hop on it? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll go crazy on it. Same thing, same process. I was ass. That's back when I used to rhyme with every word. Like, I would say, yeah, what's your deal? Damn. So, I'll rhyme with, like, every word. Okay, next song, Golden City. Golden City is featuring White Rhino and Spaceboy. Let's get off the Osnap title a little bit and get on to Golden City, White Rhino, Spaceboy. Now, Golden City was made all one take, so we all take their lyrics, all one take, everything. One breath, one take, whole thing. Golden City, we just made it in the room with the headset, with a phone, my old phone, my first phone I had, and it kind of turned out really good. The only thing that was a problem, since it was one take, Spaceboy kind of messed up his lines at the very end, but it's a whatever. It's a one take thing, it was good. Now we have Karma Remix. Karma Remix. Oh, that's kind of hard to explain now because I'm not. Okay, Karma Remix is my song. I'll get into that kind of in a minute. All what I know is I had a song called Karma, and I was like, yo, Austin, you'll go crazy on this, would you? And I just invited him. He hopped on it. We'll just do it for that. Okay, Can You Feel the Heat? Can You Feel the Heat is my first ever song. When Osnap told me about BandLab, I never knew how to get it. So then I was looking on the Play Store just to download a game on my phone. I was like, wait, BandLab? That rings a bell somewhere. Wait, I think Holden makes music, or Osnap makes music on that. Didn't mean to say your real name. But I think Osnap makes music. Huh? Reconnecting your life again? Okay. I think Osnap makes music on that. I was like, alright, bet. So I started making music on that. Okay. And then I made Can You Feel the Heat? First ever song I released, first ever song I published. Really good. For a first ever song. I did kind of bad. But White Rhino was featured on it, my older brother. Fun fact, White Rhino and Pip Plup are my brothers, biological brothers. So White Rhino is my older brother, Pip Plup is my little brother. Fun fact. If you guys listen to Final Form, you'll hear that I say my little brother is Pip Plup, and then I made the Me and My Gang music video, so you guys can see what he actually looked like, Because people wanted to know kind of like, what did Pip Plup look like? Only my close ones knew what Pip Plup looked like before he revealed himself. And you guys know whoever sees this knows who the close ones are. Okay, next song is Lay Low. Lay Low was a banger. Even though I was kind of our lyrics were good. It was all a one-take thing. Nice beat to it. It was just a banger. And we also had hella fun making it. That's all what I can say. Lay Low's just a banger. Okay, Feeling Like the Man Now remix. Now, Feeling Like the Man Now, I just said not to it. He edited the song a little bit more. I'm not really going to be doing remixes, I'll get into that in another live or whatever. Laylo remix, same thing. Invited Osnap to it. Made It. Made It is a song that I made just saying like, hey, I'm not gonna, when this girl says, I don't want this girl to come back when I make it. That's literally what the point of it is. I'm trying to get the points of it too. This now back then, my songs don't really have points to the song. You know? Okay, this one's gonna be kind of funny. Can You Feel the Heat remix? Same thing. Invited. Or no, Can You Feel the Heat remix? The first remix has Space Boy on it. Funny fact. Okay, Crash Test. This was my second ever song I ever made. Now, how I made this is when I like kind of like